If you're not willing to risk failure, you'll never create anything that changes the world. Jeff Bezos. Imagine being told your idea was too crazy, too risky, too impossible. That was Jeff Bezos in 1994. A Wall Street analyst with a comfortable life. Yet he walked away from stability to chase a dream so uncertain, most people laughed at it. Selling books on the internet. At that time, the internet itself was still a mystery to many. But this single act of courage, this leap into the unknown, sparked the birth of Amazon. And what started in a garage would grow into one of the most transformative companies the world has ever seen. This isn't just the story of a billionaire. This is a blueprint for vision, resilience, and relentless action. And today, I want to share how Jeff Bezos transformed not only his life, but also the way the entire world shops, thinks, and innovates, and how you can take his lessons and fuel your own journey toward greatness. Jeffrey Preston Bezos wasn't born with a silver spoon. Born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and raised in Houston, Texas, he was a child fascinated with science and invention. At an early age, he built electrical gadgets and even rigged an alarm system to keep his siblings out of his room. That curiosity, the desire to explore and invent, never left him. After graduating from Princeton with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science, Bezos climbed the Wall Street ladder quickly. By the age of 30, he was making six figures at a hedge fund. But then came the statistic that changed everything. Internet usage was growing at 2,300% per year. Most people would glance at that number and move on. Jeff Bezos saw a revolution. He envisioned an online bookstore with millions of titles, something no physical store could ever hold. The idea was radical, but Bezos felt a calling. He later said, "I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that. But I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying." Leaving Wall Street wasn't easy. Imagine telling your family, your friends, your colleagues, "I'm quitting to sell books online." In 1994, that sounded almost laughable. But Jeff and his wife, Mackenzie, drove across the country to Seattle, writing the Amazon business plan in the car. In a rented garage with a desk made out of a wooden door, Bezos built Amazon.com. He packed boxes himself, drove them to the post office, and prayed for customers to arrive. In the early months, sales were slow, mistakes were frequent, and critics were everywhere. But here's the lesson. Bezos wasn't chasing immediate success. He was chasing a vision. He once explained, "We are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details." That meant no matter how difficult the early days were, he kept his eyes fixed on the bigger picture. A customer-obsessed company that would redefine shopping. If you've ever shopped on Amazon, you've felt it. The convenience, the reviews, the speed of delivery. None of that was an accident. From day one, Jeff Bezos put customer experience above everything. He would leave an empty chair at meetings, calling it the customer's chair. That chair symbolized the most important person in the room, the one paying the bills, the one whose loyalty determined survival. While other businesses chased short-term profits, Bezos reinvested into technology, logistics, and speed. Critics said Amazon would never make money. But Bezos believed that if you win customers' trust, profits will follow. And history proved him right. The path wasn't smooth. Amazon lost millions in its early years. Competitors mocked it as Amazon bomb. The dot-com crash wiped out countless startups. Yet Bezos refused to fold. He treated failure as tuition for learning. When Amazon launched auctions and Z-shops that didn't work, Bezos didn't see disaster. He saw experiments. He once said, "I've made billions of dollars of failures at Amazon." Literally billions. None of those matters because we had one big success: Amazon Web Services. Think about that. The cloud technology that powers Netflix, Spotify, and countless businesses today exists because Bezos wasn't afraid to fail on the path to innovation. What made Bezos unstoppable wasn't luck. It was mindset. He lives by what he calls the day one mentality. Day one means approaching each day like it's the first day of your startup. Hungry, curious, bold, and fast. He warns against day two, which is stagnation, complacency, and decline. Ask yourself right now, are you living in day 1 or day 2? Are you still pushing boundaries, still experimenting, still hungry for growth? That's the mindset difference between people who build empires and those who remain stuck. Jeff Bezos didn't stop with e-commerce. He expanded Amazon into Prime, Kindle, Alexa, and AWS. He also launched Blue Origin, a space exploration company with the mission to make space travel accessible. His vision isn't just about profit, it's about humanity's future. He once declared, "We need to take space seriously. We can't keep using Earth as our only home." Whether you agree with him or not, that kind of audacity, the courage to think beyond your lifetime, is the mark of a true visionary. So, what can we take from Jeff Bezos' journey? Here are 3 powerful lessons. Bet on the future, not the present. Don't just look at what's working today. Ask yourself, what is growing? What is changing? Where is the world heading? Bezos saw the internet before others believed in it. Obsession beats competition. Stop worrying about your rivals. Focus relentlessly on serving people better. If you solve real problems, growth follows. Failure is data, not defeat. Every mistake is a stepping stone. If you're not failing, you're not innovating enough. Bezos himself put it perfectly. I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret it, but I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying. Jeff Bezos started with nothing more than a vision, a garage, and a stubborn belief that he could change the world. Today, Amazon is not just a company. It's a symbol of possibility. It's proof that one person's courage can transform the way billions of people live. But here's the real question. What about you? What dream are you holding back because it feels too risky, too unrealistic, too far away? Remember, Jeff Bezos was once just an employee with a crazy idea. He wasn't guaranteed success, but he chose to act. And in choosing to act, he altered history. So take this lesson with you. The world doesn't change because of people who play it safe. It changes because of people willing to dream big, to risk failure, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Your garage moment might not look like Jeff Bezos, but it exists. And when you dare to step into it, you might just create something the world can't imagine living without. If this story inspired you, don't just watch and move on. Write down the one bold step you've been avoiding, the action you keep postponing because of fear, doubt, or uncertainty. Commit to taking it today, even if it's just a small move in the right direction. Remember, progress is built one courageous step at a time. Because greatness doesn't wait, opportunities don't last forever, and your future self is counting on you to begin now, and neither should you.